Hey guys, Mackenzie with Lafontaine. I got an 87 AERO COUPE Monte SS with incredibly low miles. We're gonna dive in, take a closer look. Come with us as we go for a drive. All right guys, we're hitting the road here. I wanna give this thing a quick shakedown for you, get it up to speed, click through a couple of little buttons. It runs like a top. Small block Chevy is tried and true. This 305 under here is well serviced. I know we just did a fluid change up underneath there. Everything's passing with flying colors, and it just purrs like a little kitten. We do have our factory air controls here. Get that. Air is blowing nice and cold. Radio is working, clock is working. The blower motor works on all 3 speeds, which is nice. And as I look over here, all of our gauges are working. Very fun to have a car with a tack. Now we'll talk about some neat things that this Monte Carlo has that not all of them needed or were optioned with. So we have the power windows, we have the power lock, and we have 2 auxiliary mirror controls, which is cool. So we can work this one just with the dial down here, and then we can work our passenger with this one as well, which is nice. We have a stack out right over here, which almost simulates an air vent. It actually pops up with some warning lights when you turn the key on in accessory mode. And of course, if you ever had a check engine type of scenario or overheating, I think it lets you know there. Right in the center of our view here, we have our needle for the park, reverse, neutral drive. One thing I always thought was funny on these cars is it lets you know what gear you're in up on the dash, even though you shift it down here, where you don't see park, reverse, drive. Down here you just get a nice blank shiny piece. Right under here, hidden away, we have our ashtray, which we believe has never been used. This car has no odor other than the new car smell, non-smoker vehicle, very well cared for. We're gonna get into the pedal here a bit. Shifts right about 5,300 RPMs, very swift. The transmission shifts without issue, as you saw there. This car is doing everything it's supposed to do very well. Wow. All right, the hood hinges nice and smooth. This engine bay is like showroom new. There's nothing to pick apart in here. This car, what separates some of these low mileage cars from the next is how they were cared for, how they were stored. I don't see surface rust on any of these components. All these hoses, they are original and they're supple and soft, not all dry and hard. So you got your GM tags all over. These things are still mint, no oxidation on any of the aluminum, these AC lines. All of our little charcoal canister goodies are still in place. Got power brake booster, we got ice cold AC. We've got a power steering pump below that, and then just atop of this 305 here, we've got a TBI carburetor fuel injection setup on it. And something I think is neat under here, they have a perfect imprint to go around the air induction on this sucker. Pretty cool. Closes up nice and tight. Now, this car has all original paint. It's never been in any accidents. The history on it is superb, and it really shows in its condition. You see there's no scuffing on this lower valance, never hit a parking curb. You've got a spot up front here if you wanted to add a front license plate, depending on what state you're in. Your headlamps, they all look original and are without any discoloration. Another thing too with this era of car, we have a lot of plastic and rubber components, And again, a testament to how it was stored and cared for. You know, climate controlled makes a big difference. These tend to warp and crack and splinter if they were left out in the sun for a couple years at a time. Coming down the side of the car, all of our graphics are in superb shape. I don't see any rash on any of the rims on this car. We do have disc brakes. We've got some Goodyear Eagle GTs. I haven't seen those in a while. Those are awesome tire. Coming down the side, got our sport mirrors and the SS Monte graphics there. No shame in its game here, letting you know. Fitment, right on point, just like it would have been new, because it hasn't been touched or tampered with. And what separates this one from the rest of the Monte Carlos you're gonna see is that AERO COUPE glass. That's an insane rear piece of glass. It's one piece, even though it looks like it should be three. You see it's got your defroster in there, you've got a third brake light, and fortunately, again, a testament to the storage, there is no delamination anywhere. This thing looks awesome. I've got some keys here. We'll check out the trunk. So you can most definitely fit a golf bag or two in here. You've got your spare tire just in that fender well over on the right-hand side. Underside of the deck lid looks to be in great shape, and you got an RPO tag here. Very cool. There'll be a close-up of that in our photo gallery for you as well, showing you all the options this car has, which are called out on the original window sticker we have with this one too. All the seals and glass look great, and they are original. Antenna is there sitting proper. And in case you were wondering, these Monte Carlos came on 215 65 R15s. All right. Beautiful interior. This thing has, like we said, just under 6. It's at 5,700 miles. I think the car shows like it maybe has 200 miles. There is no wear on any of these components. The jambs are incredibly clean. The dash pad, everything is free of any cracks or wilting. And look how clear that cluster is. It houses our speedo, which goes up to 110 miles an hour. We've got some other vitals in there, voltmeter, our fuel gauge, coolant temp, and oil pressure. We also have a tack, which is really cool. And something I dig, all this red striping in here, kind of matching the stripe on the exterior of the car. Got our SS wheel in the center there. There's no wear on this puppy. This is collector grade without doubt. Had our Delco radio up here with a tape deck. This is very slick. Everything is just in mint shape. Take a peek in the glove box here. Light comes on, and we have our owner's manual. Now, there's a whole slew of paperwork we're going to show you here in just a little bit, documenting everything that's ever been done to this car and everything that came with this car when it was new, as far as literature goes. One thing GM cars of this era are known for was a sagging headliner. This one is original, and the glue is still holding firm. You notice we have a dome light in the center with 2 maps that are functional as well. Out back, you see that beautiful pane of glass again, and an unreal package tray to see in a Monte or any G body for that matter. AERO Coupes allowed you to store a whole bunch of stuff back there if you wanted to. The rear seats, I don't believe they've been sat in. There's no wear there. All the belts and buckles look to be in great shape and are still very soft. They're not discolored. Just how you'd want it to be. Included with your AERO COUPE Monte SS, we got the old maintenance log here. Original dealer literature, the gentleman who sold this puppy, Bob Johnson. More literature to go with, the warranty card, bill of sale. The list goes on. Some of the good stuff here. Got the RD108 form from the dealer, the original odometer statement, and the original window sticker. This calls out all of the options. It is an original MSRP of $17,837. That's about $3,500 more than the base retail price. Pretty slick. Hey, thank you guys for making it to the end with us. Always my pleasure showing you around. This car has a lot going for it, completely collector grade. If you want to know anything more about this, you can dial us up at any time. It's 248-714-2110. And we'll put a link down at the bottom of this video where you can view the full listing on our website, get you a close-up of all the documentation, the underside, and every square inch of this beautiful car. Thank you again. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.